So as a kid, I never really went fishing at all, like during my whole childhood. And I know my dad meant to bring me, but I mean, he never got around to it, and we didn't have any rods. And I mean, I think my family's not really like a big fishing family, anyways. But that all changed a couple months ago. So let me set the scene for you guys. So this summer, I'd say it was in July. One of my buddies who lives like he lives like I think it's like a 3 minute drive away from me. He was having his grad party because we just graduated in June, and it was a lot of fun, dude. He had a taco truck there, and it was legit. It was unlimited tacos and quesadillas. Oh, my bad. And so yeah, we just abused the hell out of that thing. We got as soon as we finished some tacos, we ordered more, and it was great, dude. And his mom even saved some for us to have later. But that's we're getting off topic here. So yeah, after the grad party, we were all just chilling in my buddy's house. We didn't really plan. We were gonna sleep over that night, and we didn't have any plans, so we were just kind of chilling, waiting to figure something out. And then one of my friends goes, "Oh, you guys want to go fishing? Because there's a lake, like legit, like a 2 minute drive away from where my friend lives." So yeah, two of my friends, they really like to fish. The other two that were with us, they don't really fish. And they're like, "Hey, who wants to go fishing with us?" And I was like, "You know what? I'll go with you guys." And they were like, "Ah, I didn't know you fish." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I don't, but figure why not? It might be fun." And then, we were like trying to get the other two guys to come with us, but they weren't budging. But then my friend has this little brother who actually fishes a lot, and he was there. So we're like, "Hey, why don't you come with us?" And he's like, "Yeah, yeah." So we all hop in my buddy's car, and we head over to the lake. But then I realized I don't know how to fish. And so one of my friends was like, "All right, I'll teach you." He takes the fishing rod, and he's like, "All right, you want to hold it like this. All right, and then you want to cast it back, let go, and then start slowly reeling in, teaching me all these tricks." And I mean, he comes from a family of like a lot of people that fish, a lot of fishermen. I think his dad even like sells fish or something like that. So it's great. He knew what he was talking about. And so yeah, I start practicing, start slowly, reeling in, trying to catch anything that I can, because I would be happy with catching anything. I mean, I didn't even expect to catch a single fish that day. And I know for a fact my friends didn't expect me to catch anything either. So we're at it for a while. We're all fishing in different parts of the lake. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. That was awesome. So yeah, one of my friends starts like moving to the other side of the lake, and I was like, "Hey, you know what? Maybe I'll move around too. Maybe there's a method. Maybe I can find the honey hole." So I'm looking around, and I just, I wound up going to this big like place with a bunch of mulch, which I don't know why. 'Cause when you get like the hook stuck in like that mulch, it's so annoying because you got to pull all the stuff off. But it's whatever. I didn't know what I was doing. But I mean, I guess a lot of fish sometimes like to hide in there. And so basically, I just start fishing. Uh-oh. I start fishing in like that mulchy seaweed kind of stuff. And, for a while it's not going anywhere. I'm just getting a bunch of seaweed, I'll get like a big clump of seaweed on my rod, and I'll think it's a fish because it's like super heavy. So yeah, I'll literally just pull in like a giant clump of seaweed thinking it's a fish, and then I get my hopes down every time. But like, I mean, you'll be able to tell if it's a fish, because like if you like kind of stop reeling for a sec, it'll just start trying to pull away. And I mean, I didn't know that obviously, but eventually I start reeling it in, and it's getting super close to me, the lure, and it just gets to a point where it's just sucking that seaweedy stuff, and then all of a sudden a giant pop just happens in the water where my rod is, and I'm like, "Oh my god!" Like, I just start freaking out and screaming because I knew there was a fish there, and so I'm pulling super hard trying to get that thing out, and eventually I get the fish to fly out of the water, and it just starts flopping around on the grass because I had no idea like what how to pick it up, and my friends are like, "Hey, pick it up, pick it up." So I just try to grab it by like it's like body, and they're like, "No, you don't grab a fish like that." And I was like, well, "How am I supposed to grab it?" And they're like, "You got to grab it by the mouth." So like, yeah, you're supposed to like put your thumb in its mouth, and then that's how you hold it. And so that's what I did, and I actually got a picture of it. I can put it on screen. And so after just celebrating, my first catch, I eventually threw the fish back in the water, and I was just having a great rest of my night, dude. The experience of catching your first fish is actually so much like it's just so nice, dude. It's just a nice feeling. And at my grown age of 18, I feel like I should have caught one way earlier, but it's besides the point. Yeah, I mean, I think I might have been the only one of my friends to even catch a fish that day, which was really awesome. And yeah, I mean, I just spent the rest of the night with my buddies, slept over in my friend's house, the one that had the grad party. And it was just it was a great day.